Hi everyone. Today we're going to make a pretty clean and simple card, possibly Father's Day. That might change, but I'm thinking of about Father's Day card. So I've got a square die which is from Creative Craft Products. I'm thinking, I might be wrong, but so that's for my mat layer. I've got these little ducks from Gummiapan, and I've got a pre-made linen card blank, which is 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. I've got some spare card to cut my mat layer on. I've got some alcohol markers, and I've got some clearly besotted little sentiments. So I don't know what we're using yet on that, but that's where we're going. Now, my initial thought was I want these little ducks to be grounded with some grass and some reeds, but I haven't got any grass and reeds. I haven't got any dies, or I haven't got any stamps. So I'm going to produce that on the ScanNCut. So we'll draw them using some basic shapes and possibly the border, and yeah, do it on there and then print it off, and then we'll get some colouring done. Okay, so I'll just switch over to the canvas workspace and we'll do the drawing. Okay, so let's make a little area for the ducks to stand on. So I think we're going to start with some grass in front. So I'm going to do this big, and then we're going to shrink it down to the size that we want. So let's get to, we'll make that a little bit smaller so we can get it all on the page. Okay, so let's start with that little shape there, which is going to be like the heads of our reeds. So we're going to make it a bit thinner, and then we're going to squish it round, so a bit smaller than that. And let's put one of those there. Actually, we'll have him a bit higher and a bit smaller. So we are going to put a stem on that one. So let's take a rectangle and make it a bit thinner. Hold the shift and put that way. And then a bit thinner than that. Oops. And bring that down there. Make it a bit longer. So we need that a bit thinner, I think. Let's move that along. So there's our first reed. We are going to align these together so that that's it. So that's our first reed, which we will weld that together so that we can make a couple more. So I'm going to hold the Option key down and drag that selected item, so it's going to give us another one. Oops. And make that a little bit smaller. And then I think we'll do one more and make that a bit taller. And sit that in the back a little bit. Put a little bit of a on it. So it looks a little bit more natural, and that one can be fine just there. Overlapping a little bit. So there's our 3 heads. So now we're going to put some long leaves in. Let's see what we can find here. I think that one is going to be good. So we're going to make that thin and long. Oops, wrong way. Come back, you. Sometimes. Let's, no, come back. See if it'll let me do it. There we go. There we go. Let's pop in there. Make him a little bit bigger. A little bit of a slant on him. And you can go in there. Let's get another one. There. A bit taller. And do another one. Oops. Not got much mouse control today, have I? So, what do we think of that? I might put one more in. Just put on that side. Overlap that a little bit. There we go. So, and then our ducks can sit on here. Happy days. Let's just make that a little bit bigger and move it along there a little bit so the reeds are at the end, so our ducks can be here. And then we're going to take the whole lot and weld it. So you've got one piece, and then we're going to shrink it to the size we want it. If our ducks are 1.5, we want to make this about 2 and a bit. Let's see what size we got on there. Height's 2 3/4. The ducks are there. I think that'll be alright. We might. And then our 3 ducks. We might cut that anyway. Make that a bit less square when it comes to it. So let's get this cut and see what we think. If we don't like it, can always change it. Okay, so let's get over to the machine, which is already on. We'll do a retrieve data. And there it is. Good stuff. Let's get our mat in. So just load in the mat. Pop our piece of card on. Let's just press that down. And okay, please select cut and start. So while that's cutting, I will switch back to the other camera and see you at the desk. Okay, so there's our grass and reeds cut. I have already cut a mat layer, and I've die cut my little ducks. So that's all done. So I'll put that to one side for a second and get a piece of paper to lean on for these. I'll get a cleaner piece so you can see what I'm doing. Hold on a second. Yeah, nothing to hand. There's a piece that's a bit cleaner. Right, so let's start off with our grass. I've picked out a light, medium and dark for the grass. So let's start with the dark. So I'm just going to put a little bit of shadow on some of this. We don't want too much. A bit on the grass. I'm going to cut some off the bottom of that one, of the grass anyway, so we'll go to our next one. Just get our lightest colour, blend all that together. There we go. So that's the first bit of the grass done, and then we're going to do our reed heads. In this browny colour. This pen is running out. So there's our beads done. get our duck, who's going to be a male duck because they're a bit more colourful. So we've got a bit of a turquoise colour face, head, and put a bit of shadow on. It comes down a little bit, and then there's a white ring as far as I remember, so let's blend that in a little bit. And we'll leave a bit of white, and then we'll have a bit of brown on the chest, down there, and have a bit under the wing. And blend that in a little bit. And then the rest of them is white, so we'll do a bit of a grey to do some shadow. So, and then we'll do his beak, this bright orange, legs, nice bright orange, and we'll do the little ducklings, and we'll do those yellow. So a bit of shading. On him. Excuse me. Oh, got a bit of a tickle. Just have a sip of my drink. Spin up, and let's do their little beaks and feet. Like that. That's them done. Put all that to one side. I'm just gonna blend out that a little bit. There we go. So on our card we'll do little ducks like that. So we're going to cut this grass, make sure a little bit more organic. So we'll take that off and we'll do a little bit of a wavy design. Up like that. There we go. So yeah, I quite like that layout. And if and when I put a sentiment on, I should put it down there, but I don't know what sentiment I'm going to go with yet, so I might not do that now. I might do it when I decide who's going to get the card. So let's get this stuck down. I'm going to put a bit of a curve in him, and I've got some little tiddlers here, foam pads, so I'm just going to put a teeny tiny one in there just to keep that curve in place. And put a bit of glue on his feet and his head. So he's going to go there. Hold him down for a couple of seconds. And then we'll stick down the little ducklings. Grab some tweezers, I think. So he's going to be there, looking back. And he's going to be there. I'm going to do just a tiddly bit of darker green here, just to ground those guys a little bit. I've moved him. Let's just blend that out a little bit. There we go. Okay. So I've got a big roll of foam tape here, which I'm going to put on the back. So let's get my sticky scissors. See if I can get this about right. Oops, went a bit skew whiffy there. Put that over there. rub a couple down the middle so we don't sink. Yep, that should be fine. Pop that away. Get our card base. I'm going to put a bit of liquid glue on there to give us a bit of wiggle room. And let's line that up as best we can. Do a bit of a better job than that. Okay, so there's our card almost finished. Like I say, I will put a sentiment on once I've decided who and where, but I have got these little water droplets, so we will have a few of those up there and a couple of little tiddlers down there. Get off. I think that's too big. We don't like that. That's too big. So we'll go with another tiddler. Okay. And on my pickup tool, which is there. And let's do one there. Turn that over. Turn over. Thank you. And then we'll do our 3 up here. There we go. Oops, get that out of the way. And there's our finished little clean and simple card using Gummiapan Dies and the ScanNCut to make what we don't have. So yeah, that's it, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.